Well, first off, congratulations on the win. I know it was a big bounce-back win after what happened last Sunday. Just how were you able to kind of regroup and refocus to get a big win tonight?
I think we just took a while to refocus within ourselves and just coming to terms with what happened, looking over at what, maybe we made a mistake, what we can do to be better, and kind of just communication and just talking about it, going over in film, But yeah, I think we just really realized we just need to come together, and I think we did that. So
yeah, I agree.
Y'all got off to a really hot start, scoring those 2 goals. How were you able to kind of capitalize on that momentum?
We talked about it at halftime to trying to keep going, and we just came into the second half and delivered.
Yeah, I think, after the first 2 goals, obviously we had a little break of, maybe not as focused, but then after second half, we really got that energy up, and
sorry, in the second half, getting that 3rd goal for you, kind of what was the feeling after kind of getting that next lead going and putting that goal in the net?
It was really good. We know what we can do, and yeah, we just know we can score goals, so yeah.
Yeah!
And yeah, Brooklyn, you had those 3 really big saves there in the second half. Just what did it mean to get those big saves like that?
It means a lot, honestly. We work every single day for, hours, and it feels really good, knowing that coming in here, everyone's really supportive, and yeah, it just feels really good. Yeah, it really does.
Okay. After Brooklyn got those 3 really big saves, what did it mean for the offense knowing that SFA wasn't going to get the momentum back in their direction?
It just keeps us going. If one player is doing good, we all step up and try to do better.
And now y'all got a really big showdown Thursday night against Oklahoma. What is it going to take to keep the momentum still rolling?
Yeah, I think just positive attitudes and just working together, really connecting throughout the whole team, and just communication, and honestly just the grit that we brought out in the second half.
Well, Coach, your team bounces back from a tough loss against Arizona State and gets a really big 5-1 win against SFA. What does it mean for a team to like that after Sunday be able to get a win like this?
Well, that's exactly what we talked about, bouncing back and being resilient and coming back from a difficult time, and that's what happened today. So I thought we played really well for about 70 minutes. We came out firing on all cylinders, and I think what happened is we got a 2-goal lead and then we got comfortable, and we started to play a little sloppy and let them back in the game. And so we talked about that at halftime, and then I think the second half was all us. We were very efficient. We scored some unbelievable goals in the second half, so it was good to see.
Yeah, this team's been really good at getting off to those really good starts. What's been the key to kind of that success early in the first half?
I think it's just focusing in. We're ready to play. The girls are excited. We have fresh legs. Everyone's ready to go. And I think what's kind of happened in the past couple games is a little bit of attrition. We're low on numbers and we're a little banged up. So I think that kind of wears us down a little bit. So that's why it was so good to see us actually have a really good second half today. I don't think we've been our best in second half so far this season, but today was different.
Yeah, what did it mean, for the team, after SFA, scores that goal to cut it down to 2-1? What did it mean for the team to, in the second half, just being able to refocus and be able to kind of push the lead further?
Right. Well, that was very, very important to get that early goal in the second half. I think that kind of took the wind out of their sails a little bit because they were in the game for sure. And then once we made it 3-1, I think the game changed a little bit. So they still had their opportunities. They still had chances. And then we scored some great goals. So I think we put it out of reach.
Yeah, and then Brooklyn had some 3 really good saves there in the second half. What did it mean for her to perform like that and be able to keep SFA off the board and prevent the momentum swinging their way?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, she's been solid in goals. She's kind of secured that spot right now, and she's come up big when she needs to. And no keeper in this country is saving their goal. Yeah. I mean, that was a rocket upper 90. That I mean, a men's pro keeper might have get a fingertip on that, but otherwise, yeah, what a goal.
And looking ahead to these next matches, y'all have gotten some really good chances to see how this team is doing so far in preparation for a huge match against OU. So just what are your thoughts overall going into that, and what do you hope to get out of that match ahead of the
Well, first of all, this is a really good time to have Sunday off. It's a good time to have a week to rest because we're still, even today, you probably noticed we're missing a handful of players, and so it's nice to see that performance. But heading into this, we schedule these games so we're ready for conference, and Oklahoma is one of the best teams in the country. I think they're top 20 right now, and they're athletic and they're fast and they press, and I mean, we're going to have our hands full. I think they're if they're in the Sun Belt, they win the Sun Belt hands down. So it'll be like a phenomenal test for us.
And so far in the season, y'all have had the privilege of having so many home games, and you have a lot more ahead on your schedule. Just what does that mean for the team, and how does that support you as a team?
Yeah, it's good to be home. I mean, we had a great crowd tonight, and we love the support. It's easy when you don't have to travel. But at the same time, you know, we probably need to get on the road and have a night where we can kind of bond. We have that opportunity down in Mexico. So yeah, home or away, they're both great, but always I think anybody would take a home game over an away game.
Of course.
Yeah. With all the, I guess, the bumps and bruises y'all had over this season, and just like the low numbers, how proud of you for like these players being able to step up when their number is called?
Yeah, that's what we need. You have to have depth. You have to have people who can come off the bench and change the game, and you know, not let the level drop. And that's what we showed tonight. That we dug deep into our bench, and you know, with the number of players we're missing, so it was good to see and get such a positive result as well.
And one more question. It seems like this year we have a lot of fresh faces, a lot of young players. What has been the key to like integrating these players so quickly? There seems to be a great chemistry on the field.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of our recruiting process. We don't just recruit good players, we recruit good people. So it was really, really easy. We got a phenomenal team returning. They're all super, just great characters, and we recruit the same. So I think we started 5 freshmen tonight, and you know, we have some players that may have gotten more playing time last year that aren't getting the same playing time, but they're supporting, they're encouraging, and everyone's, you know, here to put others first and get a big team win. So it's been great.
Yeah, what does it mean for those players that are not getting, you know, the playing time? They're still being supportive, especially of those young freshmen and young sophomores out there playing.
Yeah, well, I think this is a team that wants to win. And, you know, they understand our philosophy, and they know what it takes to become a starter in this team, and that constantly changes. We've had a handful of different starting lineups, and it'll continue to change as players step up. And we've played in different systems. We've played in 3 different systems since maybe 4 since the season has started. So they have the flexibility to do that, to adjust to opponents when needed, and to kind of, you know, establish our style of play and whatever is needed to get a good result.